Well, new tonight, the State Department of Health confirmed today that it is reviewing the issue of supervised injection sites. The controversial idea would allow people to inject illegal drugs while under the careful supervision of medical professionals. But 2 on Your Side's Danny Spiewak has been looking into whether this is a viable proposal, and he joins us now with more. Danny?
Alice, so without a doubt, there is a lot of political opposition in New York to this idea of letting people use illegal drugs in a controlled environment. But several Democrats in the state assembly, including one from Western New York, continue to push this plan as a potential solution to the opioid epidemic.
You may remember seeing this green tent in downtown Buffalo last spring. The Drug Policy Alliance sponsored it as a simulation of a supervised injection site, a place where people could inject drugs like heroin with overdose rescue kits and trained professionals nearby. On Monday, supporters rallied again in Albany for the passage of the Safer Consumption Services Act, which would authorize the sites to operate in New York. Assemblywoman Crystal Peoples-Stokes of Buffalo is a co-sponsor of the bill.
If we don't fix this disease, we're losing people rapidly.
The injection sites are pitched as a way to manage overdoses and put people on a path to treatment.
People are desperate for something to begin to address the heroin and the fentanyl epidemic.
Kenneth Leonard is the director of UB's Research Institute on Addiction. He's watched closely as places like Seattle, Philadelphia, and Ithaca have explored this idea. The sites already operate in Canada, most notably Vancouver.
A number of the places that have been open for a while do see people moving from coming in to inject to going into treatment.
But the idea isn't universally celebrated. Erie County's own health commissioner, Dr. Gail Burstein, has consistently said the sites are too expensive and only encourage drug use.
And if you have one of these safe injection sites, you're not making it easy for people to stop injecting.
We posed that question to Peoples-Stokes over the phone in Albany. Gail Burstein, the Erie County health commissioner, is against this and says that she thinks it just encourages drug use. Does your legislation address those concerns?
All due respect to Commissioner Bernstein, whom I do have a lot of respect for, I think you can, look across the world internationally, and you will see that, this doesn't encourage drug use. It helps people become drug-free.
Now, the Republican-controlled state Senate hasn't introduced legislation related to this. The bill in the Assembly has 16 Democrats as co-sponsors and no Republicans. We mentioned, though, that the Department of Health is reviewing the idea of this at the state level. The New York Post has reported that NYPD has met with DOH recently to discuss those sites possibly going to New York City. Danny Spiewak, Channel 2 News.